What if your book was more accessible to people? Would you be able to reach a larger audience? What if your readers were too busy to sit down and read, but wanted to know what was in your book? The following suggestion isn't for everyone, but it is something that I find valuable. You can enhance your book and expand its reach with an audio version of your book. Now, there's a couple of options or ways that you can do this. You could hire a company to produce an audiobook. If that is out of the budget, you may try reading it yourself, but that includes buying the right equipment and learning how to record and edit your audio. This might be time that you don't have. The third option, many people will cringe at, but I think it is a great option, is to have text to speech recorded and included in your book. Now, don't close out of that window yet. Let me explain why I think text to speech is a great option. First off, it opens your book to the visually impaired, who probably are used to listening to text to speech. Second, it helps readers who are learning English. They can read along and listen to the words spoken. Or, if someone can listen to English but can't read it, they can still listen and have access to your book. Now, you may be thinking that text to speech is hard to listen to, but with technology enhancements, text to speech has come a long way, and it can provide access to your books to many more people without having to hire somebody or learn how to record it yourself, which both of those options will most likely produce a higher quality recording, but may be out of your price range. Let me go ahead and give you a demonstration first of all. Let's go ahead and listen to a sample of text to speech.
What if your book was more accessible to people? Would you be able to reach a larger audience? What if your readers were too busy to sit down and read but wanted to know what was in your book? The following suggestion isn't for everyone, but it is something that I find valuable. You can enhance your book and expand its reach with an audio version of your book.
All right, so though that was not as perfect as a human voice, it was pretty good. Now, let's say that you don't like that voice. You can actually change and you can choose other voices. In fact, I'm going to show you how to do this. If you open up your preferences, and text to speech is something that's available on PC, Mac, and probably pretty much every computer system. But what you can do is you can open up your preferences and you can go to the accessibility. You can choose text to speech, or here's just speech, and you can choose different voices. Now, not all voices are the same. Listen to this one and you'll see what I mean.
You may be thinking that text-to-speech is hard to listen to, but with technology.
Okay, that was hard to listen to. When it sounds like a computer talking to you, it's not as good. But if we go back to our preferences and we switch back to this voice, Alex, it sounds much better.
Most people recognize me by my voice. Most people
We can also change the speed if it goes a little bit too slow.
Most people recognize me by my voice. Most people
We can change to other voices as well.
Hello, my name is Samantha.
So let's listen to that one over here. So we have this selected. Now in the system preferences, I forgot to show you, if you press Option Escape, it will read the text that is selected.
You may be thinking that text-to-speech is hard to listen to, but with technology enhancements, text-to-speech has come a long way and it provides access to your book to many more people without having to hire someone or learn how to record it yourself, which both options will most likely produce a higher quality recording, but may be out of the price range.
All right, so here you can see you can easily bring this audio in. Now, I did test text to speech on both a PC and on a Mac, and I found the text to speech on a Mac was a little bit clearer. The voices that I've used, Samantha and Alex, actually both have built-in pauses or breaths. For example, if you listen to a little bit here, you're going to hear the computer taking a pause to breathe. Even though the computer doesn't have to breathe, they've gone to the extra effort to make it sound more human by adding in breaths when this voice talks.
You could hire a company to produce an audiobook. If that is out of the budget, you may try reading it yourself, but
Did you hear it? Right before the if, there was a slight a breath. And so that makes it sound more human, even though it's not. In fact, let me slow this down back to normal speed. So listen right before the if.
You could hire a company to produce an audiobook. If that is out of the budget, you may
There was that breath there. And so it makes it sound a little bit more human. Now, let me show you one more thing about text to speech. Below is an example of text in Spanish. If we were to listen to it.
Hola, buenos dias. ¿Cómo está usted? Feliz cumpleaños.
Okay, so it sounds like somebody who is learning Spanish and is speaking Spanish. And if you were to say that to somebody who speaks Spanish, it would probably hurt their ears. So let's go back here and we can actually change our voice to Spanish. And so let's come back here and we're going to select this.
Hola, buenos días. ¿Cómo está usted? Feliz cumpleaños.
All right, which one sounds better? And so here's an example of how you can increase your audience by giving them audio of your book. In my book, I have both English and Spanish, and it was very beneficial to be able to have the Spanish written, spoken in Spanish, so it actually sounds like somebody speaking Spanish. So this is an example of how text-to-speech can enhance your book. You can make this available to others. I will create another video that demonstrates how to record text-to-speech. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.